Hello, beautiful souls. I just warmed up a little bit of coffee. So cheers. Firstly, didn't want to knock my phone over. Yes. Happy June 1st. I just wanted to give a quick message on the energies of this month of June. After we just had this full moon that was in Scorpio, I definitely felt that Scorpio energy. I'm just saying. And I've been curious to know, like, people who follow Western astrology and were saying that it's in Sagittarius, I wonder if they actually felt the energy of Sagittarius or if they were also feeling the energy of Scorpio. Because last month or at the beginning of the month, when Western astrology said it was in Scorpio, like, I wasn't feeling that Scorpio energy at that time. So I'm kind of curious to know, if you follow Western astrology, like, which energy were you strongly mostly feeling during this blue full moon? Scorpio or Sagittarius? Okay, so let's dive into some cards and see what the month of June is bringing us. And first, I'm going to grab my threads of karma. See what's one last thing that we can release. I feel like there's still, like, the beginning of this month, it's still gonna be framed around, we're releasing like one last thing. I know it seems like it's always that, and I don't know, we're always forever learning at the same time. So there's always more to be released as you grow and you learn more. I'm gonna burn a little bit of sage. I'm kind of loving that this month is starting on a Monday. Monday is associated with the moon. But, like, for me, I'm starting just to, like, set a good tone and stuff. I'm kind of, I am starting over one of these, like, 30-day challenges in yoga. So it kind of works perfectly because I know exactly which day it is based on, like, the day of the month too. Kind of just, I guess that doesn't really have anything to do with Monday though. It just felt like a good starting point, I guess. It felt like the weekend was, like, much needed to really purge and, like, realize things, and then to, like, kind of just start fresh on this Monday. All right. So this is the Threads of Karma Oracle. And let's see what's something, what else do we need to be releasing? I call on the divine, the cosmos, and the universe, my higher self, my benevolent and honorable ancestors and lineage, and my team of angelic spirit guides and guardians, and the collective, and all of the high vibrational energies that are serving the absolute highest good of all of humanity to come forward with some clarity and guidance for us. Thank you. Always in gratitude. We'll hit it with some selenite. Balance the chakras. Harmony and balance. Harmony and balance continues. I'm going to say continuing to live in harmony and balance with the mind and the heart. Heart wisdom, lead from a heart-centered space, and still create that. Make sure to be creating that balance, like, going forward. Don't overthink things. Don't use so much logic and be so analytical about everything. Like, it's about flowing with life, flowing with what feels true to you and from a heart space. Because when you're leading from the heart and you have pure intentions, a lot of good can and will follow. Sometimes people won't understand when you start moving differently, might trip some people up. But if you're staying true to you, the right people will come to you. I've been working my way through that big time. I've cut out so many people from my life. And I still haven't quite found my people yet, and I'm hoping that I do. But it's a journey. It's all a journey. So that's why I really also enjoy being able to come here and bring messages, because in this day and age, like, we're so lucky to have the internet and be able to connect in this kind of way where like they couldn't before. It was harder. You were kind of stuck into that small circle of like the geographical location where you literally physically were, where it's like we have everything at our fingertips. It's the matter of, are you using it for good or bad? Are you letting it all consume you, or are you using it to create your reality, to create the reality you want, and to be a creator in your reality, to put your creations out there? It's like there's always good and bad with everything. And I've found that even with the AI coming in, all of these things, which I don't even want to get into that, but it's like there's still so much good to be found and used with social media and the internet and stuff, and forming creations, putting out creations. So I keep seeing this card on the bottom, so we'll take it out. Reap what you sow. The energy you put out will return to you. Choose wisely, as you will reap what you sow. Like I said, when you're choosing from your heart and with pure intentions to yourself, it will always come back to you. Might not always be like immediate. It might not always make sense right away, but sometimes while you're experiencing things, like, you're not going to be able to make sense of it. Sometimes it's going to take some time for all those emotions and stuff to settle, for it to be able to, for you to be able to make sense of it and put it into something else. So I'll put that out there. So what's another thread that we can pull this month to be in better alignment with ourselves? Leading from the heart, enjoy and creation. What's another thread we can pull? That almost wanted to jump out. I'm gonna take this one. Restore the broken self. Parts of you were left behind in pain. Call them home. You are ready to become whole again. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. Wholeness. It's about being whole. It's about creating. It's about creating a life that is you in your wholeness, not based on what everyone else wants for you, or on other people's projections and people trying to steer your decision making, especially when you're trying to do something differently. You're ready to become whole again. I see that big time this month. A lot of sunshine, the sun card, a lot of joy and like radiance and being whole again. And I see the beginning of the month is gonna still be calling the parts of you that you left behind in pain. Make sure you call every part of them back home to you. And then really create the life you want. That your soul has been tugging at you to create. It's like what's meant for you won't ever pass you by. And it will keep circling back around. And what is that thing that keeps circling back around for you? Whether it's like a thought or like a desire, something that you keep getting pulled towards that you haven't been doing. Like something where you lose track of time once you start doing it. Something that is effortless for you. Your true calling in this life should be done with ease. It should be something that is effortless for you. You know, you shouldn't have to, I mean, of course you have to be disciplined, put in the hard work and everything. It's not like to say like just sit back and just don't do anything. You know, it takes energy to show up and create still. Everything is energy, but it's like your true calling, it'll be something that you're just naturally good at, that it's just effortless for you to be good at that thing. All right, I'm leaving it there with these cards. I just wanted to make this one a quick reading. The house is nice and quiet right now, so I'm, you know, taking advantage of that. All right, let's pull a couple tarot cards. What are the energies for the month of June that we can take a look into? What are some things that we need? Give us some clarity, Spirit. What kind of clarity can we have as we move into this month of June? Knight of Pentacles. All right, let's get two more. Let's get a couple more. So that's past a page, so it's a little more mature energy. The King of Swords. So I'm thinking some breakthrough clarity that is going to bring a lot of abundance. All right, let's get one more. That was a lot more than one more. Ace of Swords. Yeah, that's going to be a breakthrough clarity or idea that could be spoken. I mean, we're still in Gemini season, so it's all about communication. So I'm seeing with the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, some real breakthrough clarity, ideas, breaking through with insights to get through situations that are going to be, you know, every pentacle, it's slow but steady, but it's building, it's because it's built on a stable foundation. So it's going to be bringing everlasting, like long-lasting abundance in the material world. Everything, it starts in your head, which is what the swords is. So you have to start it with a thought in your head, turn it into feelings and actions, and it takes a little bit of time to manifest into the 3D. So don't give up. Don't lose patience. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, it's going to be reaping what you've sowed, your harvest. It's coming. The Eight of Wands, that's momentum. It is coming. It's definitely coming this month. I think once the restoring of the broken self, coming into that wholeness, which for everyone will be different, but I'm sensing a lot of breakthrough insights. Trusting in your intuition, for sure. It's going to bring a lot of prosperity and abundance. The Two of Pentacles, everything in balance. Everything in balance. Nine of Wands, I mean, it's that last push through. You know, it's been a year. It's the fire horse year. I feel like it's always been like every month. It's like almost there, almost there. So much purging this year. I have been feeling and sensing and doing myself. A lot of purging of identities and energies that no longer serve, that weren't ever ours to begin with. Really finding that true harmony and balance. That's what this says to me. But also maybe juggling multiple responsibilities and finding a way to juggle them without burning yourself out in that Nine of Wands. Two of Cups, but some good new relationships coming in, whether that's platonic, romantic, whatever. Hopefully soul tribe. I've been trying to call in my soul family. Let's see what's, oh, Queen of Pentacles. Yes. And then the Page of Swords. So, and then on the bottom, Eight of Swords. Yeah, let's break through those anxieties and illusions. Because you see how she's tied, but her hands are free. Like she could take a sword anytime and break free out of it. Everything starts in, like I was saying, your mind. So this Page of Swords, are you still feeding yourself illusions or thoughts from an old identity that are no longer serving you anymore? This is showing to me like subconscious rewiring, identity work, so that you can be the queen of all of your material wealth, you know, standing firm in who you are and not wagering in that. But I see a lot of helpful connections coming through with this. A lot of helpful connections, especially for those who have been moving through this kind of energy and doing this work. Like, this isn't for people who haven't been doing the inner work and the shadow work or like anything like that. This is for people who want to change, who want to do something different, who want to be living in their authentic truth and expressing that outwardly and getting paid to exist for what they're naturally good at, instead of continuing and doing something that's unfulfilling but just to make ends meet, you know? We don't need to do that anymore. Times are changing. Times are changing. So yeah, that really speaks to me of subconscious rewiring through affirmations, subliminals, you know, what else? Journaling. Those are all good ways to do that, but you also have to, you know, sit down and decide what do you want to rewire your brain to, you know? Brainwashing, but like think of it as you're rinsing and cleansing the brain, not brainwashing where it's like in a negative connotation, but more in a way of let's clean it out. Let's wash out our brains of all of this external icky sticky noise. I myself have been working through a lot of energetic interferences and how to work through that. And I appreciate everyone that watches my videos and that follows me and that has supported anything I've been putting out here, because I would like to be showing up a lot more than I have been. And I've been learning to work through a lot of that energetic interference and wash my brain of that icky, sticky energy that, you know, what you don't know, you don't know. So it's like you have to be able to recognize these things, recognize it in other people, recognize where you've been allowing it in, and feel some anger at first. That's usually the initial emotion, because you're like, wait, that doesn't even truly resonate with me. That's just what's been brainwashed into me in like a bad way, I guess. But and then forgive, because forgiveness is for yourself. Like, people don't know what they don't know, and you have to forgive them for that. But that doesn't mean that you need to continue to entertain it either, no matter who it is. It really doesn't matter who it is. Whether it's family, friends, I mean, sometimes toxic family situations are very real. Family isn't always just by blood. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And if your family isn't able to recognize the way that they've been brainwashed in a not good way, and they're not willing to change it, then it's like that's been the toxic environment that's kept you stuck from receiving the true abundance that you are meant to receive in this lifetime. I'm assuming if you're watching my videos, you're probably also very intuitive or psychic or something like that. So, and I'm going to say that yes, you are. I felt like that was something I should say. And if you're trying to raise your vibration, that was hard to say, raise your vibration, then, I mean, yeah, it has to be letting go of a lot of old things and thoughts and ways of thinking and being okay with that, but like also learning when to not have to say everything that you're doing. A lot of discernment. I just see this Page of Swords as a very immature energy. You don't need to over explain yourself, what you're doing. You have to be in your own energy. Know your own energy. And be able to discern that from others and know what's good for yourself. This just seems like immature energy from, I'm not even sensing this so much as like you maybe, but as like other people around you. And don't let them occupy your mind with their immature energy. And immature is, it's something that hasn't matured. So it hasn't gone through the growing, learning process to be matured. So if you're someone who has been doing the work to mature, then, you know what I mean? I mean, we do have the King of Swords here too, but anyway, I'm definitely good connections coming through. Don't stop with the subliminals if that's what you've been doing, with subliminals, affirmations. You know, to change your reality, you really have to feel it, embody it, be it, assume it, you know, and it will come to you. But let go of any false identities and any anxious like thoughts. Fear is an illusion. It's an illusion. Yeah, I see the beginning of the month being like one last little purge, and as we get into like the middle, a lot more, you're gonna see more harvest, more of your harvest here. And it's gonna come with a lot of breakthrough insights. For sure. What does the law of attraction have for us? Let's see what the law of attraction has. What message can we get from the law of attraction? What can we be expecting this June coming in for us? Surrender. Letting go is the key to freedom. Release attachment and trust the process. Surrender control today. Trust that what is meant for you will come effortlessly. Yes, perfect. Something that could be blocking your surrender. Holding on too tightly may be causing resistance. Loosen your grip and allow things to flow. All right, what's another law of attraction message? I feel like there's one more card. Ooh. Empowerment. You hold the power to shape your reality. Take charge of your actions and decisions. Own your choices today. Take full responsibility for the direction of your path. Pretty much everything I just said. Something that could be blocking it. External influences may be draining your power. Reclaim control of your decisions. Yeah, don't give anyone the power for your decisions. Take control of your own life and your reality. You're only going to experience that pure joy and abundance, prosperity, when you take control of your decisions, of your attention and your sovereignty, having sovereignty over your attention. Your attention is the biggest form of currency, really. It's what you're giving your attention to. I'm hearing, pull one more from the top. Perspective. Your reality is shaped by how you see the world. A shift in perspective creates new possibilities. Reframe challenges as opportunities. Train your mind to find expansion in every situation. Alchemize. That's alchemy to me. Something that could be blocking your perspective. Limited thinking may be holding you back. Open yourself to new viewpoints and possibilities. If you can think it, you can have it. If there's a will, there's a way. All right, let's get an intuitive message from the Intuitive Oracle. An intuitive message. Whoa, that was a lot of cards. Third eye awakening. That Ace of Swords, breakthrough insights. Your third eye is awakening, enhancing your intuitive abilities. I knew there's a lot of intuitives watching this. Journey within. Your inner world holds the key. Begin your path by looking within. Divine protection. You are divinely protected. Trust each step of your intuition. Your intuition always protects you. Your angels and your guides, they always are protecting you. And sometimes certain things are for a season, you know? It's okay if your interests or what you think you should be doing, it might change over time, and that's totally fine. Sometimes it's just meant to hold you for a certain amount of time until you get further along. And your angels and your intuition will always be protecting you. Always. Energetic boundaries. Yes. Set clear energy boundaries to protect your intuitive power. Know when you're leaking your energy. It's a big one. Higher self connection. Connect with your higher self for greater intuitive clarity. Your higher self already knows. Your higher self holds the key. Wisdom of the heart as the last one. That was so divinely perfect, if I will. The heart's wisdom speaks through intuition. Listen closely. All right, let's get a Green Witch Oracle card. How can we connect better with Mother Earth this month to really be in alignment with all of the current energies and surrendering, empowerment, perspective, wisdom of the heart, with our guides, with all of our life's desires, and staying grounded throughout it? How can we better connect? Potion, I love that. Love it. Invigoration and empowerment. Empowerment, again, that's empowerment twice. This is going to be a very empowering month. Act on those breakthrough intuitions, but when it feels right. But also what just keeps staying in your head, like, that's for a reason. All right, let's get the book and see what the potion card says. Why can't I find potion? Oh, 39. Maybe that number is significant for you. Potion, invigoration, empowerment. The potion card tells you that a small infusion of intention, even just a drop, can invigorate you and get you back on track if you are feeling out of control. Any act done with intention can stimulate forward momentum. Choosing to empower yourself with a small gesture of concentrated magic can refresh you enough to galvanize your motivation. I'm going to read that part again. Choosing to empower yourself with a small gesture of concentrated magic can refresh you enough to galvanize your motivation. This may be as simple as casting a basic spell or meditating in nature. Not every action needs to be huge, and not every change is immediate and sweeping. Don't discount the magic that a tiny gesture or moment can create. Just a small drop will do. The reflection. What energizes you on a daily basis? What sets your soul on fire? What makes you excited to wake up in the morning and where you feel so full of energy and just like joy and total vitality? Okay, let's get an angel number to close this out. What angel number can we carry with us through the month of June as a sign that we're on our right path to our highest timeline? 1010, growth. Spiritual awareness is opening you to all that you are ready to see. Your destiny is being fulfilled. Keep your intentions pure with your eyes looking ahead, and you will continue to increase the growth that is here. The affirmation. The more I invest awareness in my growth, the closer I continuously become to the outcomes I am seeking. It's a good one. It's a good one. Let's get one more. What's one more angel number that we can carry with us and close this reading out? 222, balance. Ooh, and maybe some soulmate love or some soul tribe, some soul family. That's what the 222, that's a big number for that too. So, ooh. Balance, all about that balance. Now is the time to take inventory of your feelings. Are there any feelings of imbalance or resistance? Divine whispers are here to remind you that the alignment that you seek also seeks you. Breathe, rest, and reset. Affirmation, what feels peaceful and calm easily finds me as I restore the balance within me. I love that. I love that. What you desire desires you too. What you seek is seeking out you. I have something. Oh no, I took it down. Oh, and I've also just had this chakra card out. I feel like I should share it, so I'm going to. From my chakra deck, and it's the aura card, which is your protective shield. So it's your 8th chakra actually, which encapsulates your whole energetic aura field, you know. But it's your protective shield. So definitely, you know, do meditations to work on your keeping a protective shield strong every day. Whenever you feel it dissolving, whenever these thoughts of like any overthinking or just any kind of anxieties or negativities or like, I just like lost the word. I don't know, that was weird. But yeah, making sure that your protective shield is strong. There's a quote, be really whole and all things will come to you. Lao Tzu, I probably said that wrong. Okay. Although the aura exists outside the body, it is connected to and encloses the 7 chakras and therefore is often thought of as the 8th chakra. This protective shield, which surrounds the body, changes in shape, size, and color depending on our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, which that says to me, I'm also going to throw in there, daily spiritual hygiene. And on whether the chakras are integrated and balanced. Normally, it extends several feet beyond the body in every direction. When the aura is small, dark, and close, it represents a weakened state in which we are prone to physical, mental, or emotional illness or distress, energetic attacks, psychic attacks. When the aura is strong, bright, and large, we are better able to protect ourselves from disease, slander, and stress. The days when everything, no matter how trivial, bothers you, your aura is small and close. Conversely, when the slings and arrows, conversely, when the slings and arrows have no effect, your aura is strong and large. Activities that promote and maintain a vibrant and strong aura include meditation, yoga always, a healthy diet, rest is so productive, achieving balance between work and play. To complete your chakra work, visualize and connect with your aura. Imagine this protective shield becoming stronger, brighter, and more beautiful. Feel your aura grow and expand as you claim your right to health, harmony, and happiness on every level. Focus on the following affirmation: I am protected by the strength of my being. I know there's no picture to really show on that, but yeah. And for kicks and giggles, here's a little moldavite, sending you some power of the transformative crystal moldavite. Very awesome crystal. I love working with crystals. Love it. Okay. Until the next message, I hope you have a super wonderful, beautiful, joyous, balanced day.